Man on the street, Mark Weyermuller. Mark, welcome to the studio.
Thanks for having me. Mark Weyermuller, Man on the Street, in studio. This is exciting.
This is hey, it's good to have you. Good to have you here in studio. And Mark, and George is pulling up the audio, and this was unbelievable. And I'm not even sure how much we're going to be able to play because, the school board member had literally lost his mind. But Mark, you've made national headlines this past week during a speech at the school board. And we're going to play this clip and kind of afterwards, Mark, I want to ask you some questions and kind of have you walk us through this. But we're going to play this clip here real quick.
This is not what you promised. You said if they don't wear a mask, they can't speak.
I have a mask. I could wear the mask on my head if you want. I mean, it's just, you can wear your mask on your.
Okay, enough. We're going to take recess for 5 minutes. Please.
Get him out of the room if he can't put a mask on.
And there we have it, Mark. And you've been having to relive this moment all week. And you know what, Mark, the first thing is when I saw that, I was shocked. Your thoughts?
Well, the tape, you can't really hear, and we can't play on the radio what he actually says. It's language that's inappropriate. He actually used 4 curse words, and then he told me to put the mask on a body part. And if you want to see the actual transcripts, the Daily Wire has an article on it. They ran it on Fox News. Greg Gutfeld had a section. Charlie Kirk did a long time on it, and it was on the Blaze. So, but the actual transcript is on the Daily Wire website. And if you read it, and it's also on Twitter, Emma Woodhouse posted it, and it got thousands of views right on. I think it might have had 1 million views so far. So it's very disturbing. And the only thing I wanted, I'm promoting mask optional, and I want parents to have the choice. So that's the main thing. Parents should be deciding what's going on in school, not a school board.
Mark, did this school board member, did he have a history of attacking, or was this just sort of a surprise to everybody?
Well, I've never seen it, and this is the Glenview School. So I live in Wilmette, but the Glenview schools and all in the area, they're all intertwined. They actually all have the same attorney representing them. All the superintendents are together. So New Trier is still wearing masks. Sunset Ridge, I'm not sure what they're doing in Glencoe. Loyola got rid of the mask a week ago. So they're all working together. So I'd never seen this guy in my life. I was kind of shocked, but I guess he has a history of this. This is what people are saying.
And Mark, after that interaction occurred, what was happening? Did school officials or school board members come up to you? What were parents saying sort of off camera after this had happened? What was going on?
Well, they cut the feed after 1 minute and 10 seconds. So it's showing live. There's 41 of us in the room, and there's about 100 people in the next room, which were people not allowed in our room. But immediately, security wanted to have me out of the room. And I waited a long time for my 2 minutes of speaking. And I was going to make a 911 call because there were police there, and they had these resource officers wanted to talk to me outside. And it got very ugly. Fortunately, it got diffused. I put my mask back on, which I did not like doing. And they actually let me speak 6 minutes later. And it was pretty uneventful because I just basically said that I want parents deciding what's best for their kids, not a bunch of people in this room.
And when you did end up speaking later, was that school board member, was he there?
Yeah, he stayed in the room. I actually asked for him to be ejected. And thinking back on it, I should have made a 911 call. Again, it's documented. I don't know if he violated any crimes. I was surprised the board even allowed it. And I fault the board for not stepping up and saying something. And to this point, no one's apologized to me.
Well, that was my next question. And I mean, you would deserve a apology from the school and from that school board member, but you've heard nothing.
Yeah, and I don't really care. My main thing is, I want the kids and the parents to have the choice. These school boards are out of control. I was at Sunset Ridge the other day. They want to do testing on kids like every day, possibly, or the option. They want to be able to go to remote in a moment's notice. And this whole mitigation thing just is not working. Kids need to be in school. Kids need the choice of wearing masks. So that's my focus. I don't really care about these people, although I'm not sure why this guy is around children at all. If he's talking that way to me, what's going on inside the schools?
We're here with man on the street, Mark Weyermuller, who just this past week made national news. I mean, you're right, Mark. I've seen this on Fox News. I've seen this everywhere. The clips of this unbelievable interaction between you and a very angry and irate school board member. And we've got about 35 seconds, and we've got you for the rest of the show. But Mark, here's what's scary. These are the kind of people that are representing your kids.
Oh yeah, it's very scary. And there's a lot of bullying going on about these masks, and they've been talking about bullying. And I just don't understand. They're bullying me. Again, I don't really care because I'm a grown adult. But what are they doing to kids? And they're making kids go into hallways if they're not wearing a mask, and it's just scary. And the whole mask thing is over. We got to move on and focus on education.
That's man on the street, Mark Weyermuller, who will be joining us for the rest of tonight's show. We've got so much more to discuss. You're listening to Mark My Words on AM 560 The Answer. We'll be right back.